My name is Michael Mcgill Jr. The Junior, make sure you add that Junior on there.
Michael Mcgill is a local life coach and empowerment speaker who's written a book on what he calls soul vitamins.
That's all it takes for life coach Michael Mcgill to turn us around.
Author and life coach Michael Mcgill Jr. is here to help us out. Michael, good morning. Thanks for stepping in.
So let's take that time now for some advice from our friend, Mr. Mcgill.
I am an empowerment expert. I'm a youth and family advocate.
What would you ask Michael? Drop us a line. It's KCTV5.
The practitioner of youth and family advocacy, Michael Mcgill Jr. is here with more on the idea of...
Today we present a moment with Mr. Mcgill, and we hope it gets your day off on the right foot.
My goal, my desire, my dream is to impart knowledge and wisdom and empowerment and encouragement and just transformation within today's generation of young people, today's generation of teachers, today's generation of parents. I'm a parent advocate, and to equip people to create the life that they so desire and deserve. And the thing that really brings me the most joy is when I'm able to be before a group of young people and to give you tools to make a better life. So, who got some energy? Who's crunk up in here? I know you are. Come on, come help me. Y'all gonna go? Okay, come on, cool. We're gonna do this little chant, so all y'all gotta stand up. Come on, stand up. You gotta stand up. And we are going to do this chant. I really believe in the power of speaking good stuff over your life. It's like seeds. You speak good stuff, you get good fruit.
Hi, my name is Dacia Moore. I'm president of Second Wind Counseling and Consulting. I'm a licensed professional counselor and author of the book, Why Are So Many Students So Angry? And I had the pleasure of attending a workshop today by Michael Mcgill. And you know what? I have seen a lot of speakers, and as a matter of fact, I'm a speaker myself. So I'm looking at speakers a little bit differently, and I was so impressed. Michael was interactive with the audience. He asked questions.
Me. Okay, ready? Okay, so, I love me. Oh, that was terrible. Y'all know y'all do more than at the plaza. Y'all be doing all this and doing all that. Now, come on, ready? You trying to crack at my dancing? Oh, okay, because you ain't ready to go.
He's young, and he can relate to the young audience. Now, I couldn't do what he did. They would look at me like I was trying to teach them, but Michael has a way of engaging the audience and making them feel like he's on board with them.
Come on, say, I love me.
I love me.
I said, I love me.
I said, I love me.
And because I love me, I said, and because I love me, I own myself. I own myself. Now you gotta do like a little dance. I own myself. Hey, I own myself. Hey, to be the best that I can be. I own myself to be the best that I can be. And that's really it. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause, guys. Thank you.
Like when any of the speakers come to you, no one really wants to get up and dance or anything like that. He inspires people. He up there gets the young children to get up.
You know, young people, they matter, and I really take them seriously. Because a lot of us say, you know, I want to impact young people. Who does not want to? Hopefully we all do to some degree. But it's important to make common ground with them. It's important to meet them where they are.
He has great content because he cares about young people and he wants them to get better.
So many times as adults, we have this high expectation for them. However, if you don't give them the tangible tools to meet those expectations, then it's like your work is in vain. So every opportunity you have in life, you must seize it. Check this out. If I gave you guys $86,400, would you all take it? Well, this is the rule though. Whatever you don't use within one day is what you lose. That's the key. You can't give it away, nor can you borrow it. Hey, let me see, what can I do with that? Give me some good stuff. What can I do with that? Pay off some bills, thank you. Save for college. Here's somebody saying get some Jordans. Now you be saving for college. So say that, 86,400. That's how many seconds you all have in a day. Each of us, we all have 86,400 seconds in a day. And whatever you don't use, that's what you lose. So it behooves you, say that word behoove. Behoove, so you're gonna learn some vocabulary. I used to teach English, so y'all gonna learn some vocabulary. It behooves you. It's in your best interest to take advantage of stuff like that. If you got these amount of seconds, what are you gonna do with it?
I attended a session with Michael Mcgill today, and it inspired me because he was telling us how he was going through things and like, I'm about to start off life. And he said, if I plant good seeds, good fruit will grow. And that just really got to me.
You know, I remember when I was young and I felt as though there were times when I didn't have that advocate. I didn't have that person, particularly a male, to help me, to teach me, to guide me. You know, I needed those tangible tools. I needed that person to develop that pathway for me so that I can in turn create my own pathway. And so that's what I want to do for young people. If we don't validate them, they will go to someone that will. And many times it will be a negative influence. So I believe if I can reach them first, I've done something. And so that's really about me in a nutshell. I grew up actually around here in the Kansas City area. I went to about 11 different schools because my mother and my stepfather, it was a lot going on at that time. He was involved in drugs. He didn't make all of the best choices, but the sad thing about it was that he had the potential to be great, but he chose not to do it. He chose not to. In fact, he shot an individual, and he murdered an individual. He was in jail a few times. When he came back out of jail, he tried to get himself on the right path, but again, he still was around the same negative people that kind of brought him back down. Because check this out, people either inspire you or they drain you. You are either inspired or drained by the people you hang around, but you have the power to choose. And so then, just recently, well, a few years ago, because he was hanging around the wrong people, he was shot. He was shot 6 times. He was actually murdered. So he is no longer with us. You choose what you allow. You choose what your peers influence you with. You choose who you hang around. And whoever you hang around, you become a product of that person. So if they're doing negative things, you begin to do negative things. It's been proven.
Today, Michael Mcgill was speaking. It was very inspirational, actually. Speakers talked about the same things that we've been hearing, but it was different. He's been through stuff that I'm going through right now, and he's been through worse stuff, and he's very successful, and he's sharing his stories with us. So that's inspirational.
You know, I look back at my life and my experiences in dealing with abuse and dealing with mental, emotional, even sexual abuse that it was very hard to deal with and hard to name and hard to talk about. But because of good caregivers in my life and because of people who may not have even been a part of my family, because they validated my experiences, I was able to heal. And not just heal, but I was able to be an overcomer. You know, when you go through things in life, sometimes life gets tough, it gets challenging. I even dealt with, and I actually was something that I just confronted with my family, but sexual abuse. Sometimes we don't talk about those things. And as a male, I was abused by a female when I was younger. And it challenged me as I got older. In fact, my counselor, well, not my counselor now, but when I was in high school, I met with the counselor. So I encourage you all to go to counseling, especially if you've been through things in life, because so many of us don't do that. But she really helped me overcome some things by talking about it and expressing my concern and actually speaking about it and saying, hey, this is what happened to me. And I was afraid for so long to talk about it because I didn't want people to be mad at me or angry. But then I was like, wait a minute, it's not my fault. I need to be free, so that when I get married, me and my wife can have a happy and healthy marriage. I'm inspired, I'm motivated, I am encouraged when I receive a card in the mail, which just happened the other day from a young person who said, thank you, Mr. Mcgill, for believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. This is years later, this young lady comes back to me and she reminds me that I validated her experiences. So on days when I'm tired, when I'm exhausted, when I'm dealing with the challenges of my life, I am encouraged to know that, hey, I'm making a difference. And I'll be okay. And so I want them to know that in spite of your mountains, you will be okay. In fact, you won't just be okay. You will thrive. You won't just survive. You'll thrive. And look at your thumbprint real quick. Just like look at it. But look at those lines. If you ever get in trouble with the law or something, or if they want to look at your record or things of that nature, they don't look at your hair color because your hair color can change. They don't look at your weight because your weight can change. But our thumbprint, it's always the same. In fact, it's your unique, your DNA. This is what identifies you. This is your stamp on the world. This is you right here. No one has the exact same lines. That means you were made to shine. You were made to be different. You were made to be unique. You were already born special. So you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You are great. I'm already wonderful. I like that you're taking notes. You're just so scholarly. Man, I like the scholarly ones. But seriously.
I took some notes on what he was saying because lately I've been having a lot of doubts. Broken people make broken decisions. My thumbprint is unique, so I can make different decisions. I am great because I am great, so that means I would do great things and much more.
So whenever you get discouraged, whenever you don't understand what's going on, whenever sometimes life feels too difficult, because for me, I even wanted to take my own life at a point. And had I known my thumbprint was unique, had I known it was special, maybe I would have made better choices. I am great. Repeat that after me. Say, I am great. Oh, that was lousy. Come on, you got to get crunk. Help me say, I am great. I am great. I am great. And because I am great, I will do great things. I will do great things. I will be kind. I will be awesome. I will be great.
You know, another thing I noticed today was at the end of his presentation, he asked if there were any questions. And there were about 10 people who had questions. Now, how often does that happen? They felt comfortable with him and they wanted information from him.
Everybody's not good up there showing people how you feel or embracing their full potential. He's basically sitting here trying to tell us like there's all kinds of problems and stuff in the world, and people are afraid to overcome their problem and succeed in the world like you should be.
And so hopefully I will use my story, I will use my craft, I will use my gift to teach young people how to be an overcomer. You're an overcomer, but how do I do it? So that's what I want to do in this life.
You know what I think you should do? I think you should hire Michael Mcgill for your next event. Thank you so much.